Hey guys, just a quick message before the video starts. I just wanted to extend my apologies to you because I accidentally lost the second part to the draft video I posted before this one. Basically what happened was I went to upload the video while I went to start editing it, and for some reason the data had been corrupted. I'm really not sure what happened. It's made me think about making a small investment into a memory stick or something like that. Something that just ensures I don't lose files like this. So yeah, once again, I really want to apologize for that. Basically what happened in that episode was, it was pretty uneventful, to be honest. I actually lost the only game I played, which made the video fairly short. So it definitely wasn't the worst one to lose. But I did open a pack, and the highlight of the pack was actually getting the skeleton champion in the pack, which you'll see in the upcoming video. So yeah, once again guys, just want to apologize for that, and I hope you enjoy the video. Peace out. Good evening, afternoon, morning, whatever time it is where you are. I'm Raddimanx, as always, and we're here to play some Chronicle. I'm on the screen currently just to show off the 71% win rate. I know we're only in Bronze League, but hey, you know what? It's a good start, so I'm going to show off whilst I can. Also, whilst we're here, this screen here, where my face is, I've decided that this is the best place for it. I know it's covering stuff at the moment, but when we get into games, you'll just see it's absolutely ideal. It doesn't cover this top corner here, so you can see the chapters. You can see the history, all of it. It fits perfectly. But enough about that. Let's make the change to the deck. So, as I was saying, the card I got was Skeleton Champion. This one here. Deal 5 damage to rival. But not only that, you get a 6/1 weapon from him. So it just is essentially something to take on the next big thing. So what do we take out for this? Well, it sure is a tricky one. It might be... Ooh. Perhaps we take out... Oh, okay, we're in this situation again where I have noticed that Ranging Guild hasn't been incredible for us so far. But this is such a praise card. People absolutely love it. It would be wrong not to put it in. See, the good thing about Count Drainer is his low attack stat is fantastic, because you can use him. You can use him so early in the game. Now this has 8 attack, but it does have a few added benefits as well. I think the Romley healing is pretty vital. It's the only sustain we really have aside from getting armor from Dragon Set, and even then that's pretty pricey. So in the end, guys, and I know perhaps this may be a mistake, but it's a learning process, isn't it? I'm gonna take a single desert snake out and swap it for a skeleton champion. My thoughts behind this are that the desert snake removes 5 health from the rival. Skeleton champion deals 5 damage. I know the snake goes around armor, but it's still the same amount of damage. But the skeleton champion has the benefit of giving you that 6/1 weapon. I don't know, perhaps it's a mistake, but there was just nothing else I wanted or I felt was right to take out. Everything else has a rightful place in the deck. And so does Desert Snake, so it was still a tough decision. I don't believe we got anything else. And let me just double check on that one. Yeah, nothing else. I have been thinking about Highwayman, but I think for now we're not going to do that. So this is going to be gold gain 1.3. So 1.2 version held its own. It won 2 and lost 1. which isn't too bad. So it got us to rank 4, which is fantastic. But for now, we're going to go straight into a game. We come against John Tao, and he's 25 silver, so freshly promoted. And we'll see how he fares. I'm still not big a fan of Morvan. I'm yet to see him played well. Looks like I'm going what I think's well. I did lose against him in the draft, but yeah, draft. It's a completely different game there. So what do we keep here? I think we keep this purely because the starting hand's not incredible here. So I think with that considered, we need the card draw. I think that's exactly what we're going to do. So we're going to get the card draw. And we're going to take quite a bit of health, but I do think it's worth it.
That's this story written.
Because perhaps we can really throw off a play. I mean, we're going first here, so this is, in my opinion, an ideal slot to play Alcarid Warrior.
Welcome. It's good to see you again.
But that's just my opinion. Unfortunately, he seems to be willing to take a lot of first turn damage. But perhaps in the long run that's going to be really good for him. I see a lot of goblins here. I sense goblin synergy. So, unfortunately the Alcarid Warrior has not paid off at all here. We're only going to get the 1 gold.
Well done.
And he gives us a bit of a mock there. And you know what, fair enough. I just tried to steal 2 gold from the guy. But to be fair, I don't know, he incredible guesswork from him. So we've certainly got a few good plays that we could do here. We've got easily enough to... Oh. Okay. So picking up the Dragon Longsword will put us at 7 attack. If we take 5 off the Undead Dragon, it's not enough though. I think the Dragon Longsword in this case is going to take the Strike Worm, and we will take the Gnome Guard with our base attack, because why would we waste a weapon durability on it? And I think that's going to be it for the turn, but yeah, there's certainly some plays building in the hand, but I require that extra attack power to make them work. Okay, so he's just removed an equipment from my deck, which has actually hit the dragon set. So I'm not too happy about that one. I mean, fortunately we've got 2 in there. It just lessens the chance of drawing it, really. So he just take an awful lot of damage to deal 6 to me. But that... Oh, no, I haven't... Oh. How much is that? Oh. Oh, it's horrific burst. Well, we'll give him a well played, because I mean I said at the start I hadn't seen Morvan deck played well, but there we go. I mean that must be how it works. You've got a lot of goblin synergy, and you can really burst your opponent down. That was pretty awesome. But on to the next game. So we got our next opponent here, Don Giuliano. And perhaps Skeleton Champion will make an appearance here. He didn't get to make an appearance in the last one. But you know, it's a new day. It's a new game.
Looks like I'm going first.
We get to go first again. I'm a big fan of going first. We'll keep the 1 Desert Snake we've got left. But I think everything else goes. Okay. That's certainly interesting. I think I almost...
Might be of service, friend of
probably going to go...
the clock is ticking.
Yeah. That seems right to me. I don't want to waste cards. If I KGP straight away, I'm wasting cards. I'm going to discard... I could have discarded 2 cards from my hand there, which are now going to be used. You got to get the value out of each card. So, I was thinking of doing something in the near future, probably this weekend. My friend also plays Chronicle, and I was thinking of sort of making it a weekly thing where I face off against him. Of course, it'll be a short video, but you know, sometimes it's good to have that variation. But yeah, it'd just be great to sort of see how we're getting along each weekend. He doesn't have a YouTube channel himself, but yeah, he does play the game, and we've drawn Skeleton Champion here. I don't know what good it's gonna do in this hand. Probably not too much. Huh. I really don't want my turn to just be Gnome Guard. That's pretty pathetic. Huh. That's tricky. I think what I'm going to do is take the risk and hope I draw something good. So KGP is going to get rid of the Dragon Longsword, but we'll go into the next round hopefully with the 6-1 weapon. Deal 5 damage to the rival in the process. I just really want to use Skeleton Champion, and hopefully it's the right play. Hopefully we'll pick up something pretty good in the next round, or chapter should I say, because we're really going to need to, otherwise it's a really wasted weapon, and that would just be a shame. Really getting the feeling that this Ariane is playing a very aggro or aggressive deck. I don't know how I feel about that one. But yeah, we're up to 11 attack. Well, for 1 hit at least. Perhaps we can get something good off. See, as I was saying before, guys, weekend, probably Saturdays, I will probably face off against my friend. We'll build decks. I'm not sure how we're going to go about building the decks, whether it's what cards we have, or it really depends on his situation. Because what I don't want to do is use, let's say, overpowered cards. I'm not really sure on the balancing of the game. So far, it seems really good, but you know, I'm not sure how many he's got in his collection that are on the rarer side of things. So it might be that we make it part of the video coming up with decks that are really good for beginners. So just using the pool of cards that you start with. I'm not sure. It's still all up here at the moment, but yeah, hopefully we'll see this weekend how that goes down. I've been dealt a really poo hand here. That is just stinky. What am I going to do with this?
If I can,
There's literally nothing I can do.
Here, have these pies.
I mean, I could have killed the undead dragon. I would have taken 2 hits. But I just don't think taking the 6 damage against an aggressive deck is worth it, because it would certainly put me in range for a kill this chapter. So she managed to discard the dragon set from my hand. I didn't actually see what card did that. I'd be curious. I'm going to open up the history tab once the opponents decide to load into the game. There it is. I just don't think that's a good card, but you discarded my dragon set, so I suppose it must be okay. So I think we go into Undead Dragon here. Perhaps. Alcarid Warrior. I'm not prepared to take the hit from the Sentinel. I'm on 11 life here. It's really not a good place to be. But hopefully removing 10 health from the rifle will even us up a little bit. It's not... I'm still behind by 9 hits. Even more so now. Stealing 2 gold's not going to do too much here because, you know, it's only 1 cost for adamant armor. But it's possible her next card's a support. Unfortunately now it's going to deal 3 damage to me. Even worse. And going into the final chapter, things aren't looking so good. We're on 8 health. We absolutely need to draw a Romley. Because both dragon sets have been discarded. No, they haven't. No, they have not. Huh. Well. Okay. So, let's try and work this out. We steal 4 health from the creature, which puts it down to 9. This gives us an attack, which puts us up to 6, and that is absolutely perfect. We put this here
More gold before using that.
because, well, we can't play anything else, and if by some weird, bizarre way our opponent gives us 10 coin or whatever we need here, then that would just be great. But it's probably not going to happen. So we're going to steal that, and this is healing as well, which is vital in this last one. I don't like how she's building up coin here. There's probably going to be something pretty big. A weapon of some sort. But we get to remove 10 health. And this just put us very close. And I've definitely got the higher attack, but I just got a feeling there's a weapon coming. Yeah. There was a weapon. And it's not looking good. It looks like she wins here. It's horrifically close. Well, that's high. That's very disappointing. I don't mean to point fingers, but as soon as I put Skeleton Champion in the deck, let's lose 2 in a row. Perhaps second thoughts. You know, it's a good thing you can't lose ranks in bronze. That would really, really suck. So what do I think are the problems? It's sure hard to tell. I feel like I'm getting attack power up, but you know, the last 2 decks we faced were pretty aggressive decks. And I don't think there's enough sustain in here to quite handle that. And I'm also noticing we're not on enough gold to consistently be able to afford Dragon set. And that's also a little disappointing. Okay. Right. So I think we drain her into Strike Worm. White Wolf is going to still deal some damage to us. I think we're just going to take a Dragon Longsword going into the next round. It could be worse. I really like countering him. I think the important thing about him is he doesn't just remove the health from the next creature, he steals it. And that is so powerful. You get to heal in the process. Well, what more could you ask for? So, I thought I'd just vent a few things. It's just been one of those days. Windows inside. I really don't see the point in them. You know, today I was inside a building. Obviously, can't really say where, but yeah.
That's this story written.
Windows inside. What are you trying to let in? Inside light? To me that seems pretty pointless. So here we've got two gnome guards. But we got a 5-3 weapon. It's just that situation where I really don't want to play anything. But I will. Feels a waste of a weapon. I suppose we've got the hit on him. We've stole 2 gold. Which is extremely relevant because... Well, I say it's extremely relevant, but it looks like he's playing absolutely nothing this turn, so... It's actually turned out to be completely irrelevant. Moving on into chapter 3. Wow, okay, well...
Friend of Al-Khalid. How can I be of service? Friend of Al-Khalid.
Double alley. Dragon longsword.
That's this story written.
Undead dragon in the next turn, perhaps. We'll see what rival Ozan has to offer. Yeah, the remove 1 gold isn't going to affect me, fortunately.
Welcome. It's good to see you.
But I can certainly see how it would sometimes. You see, the thing is, it's a little harder to grief with gold because whilst people do, you know, want the exact amount of gold to spend on their cards for, you know, their more value plays, it's more than likely they'll have a little bit more. So removing 1 gold tends to not do too much. But on the off chance it does, it is very, very annoying to have to spend that extra 1 gold and then realize you don't have it. So yeah, straight away I think we're going to take out the undead dragon and then the strike worm, and then we'll probably heal up a bit. Wait, will we need to?
What's up?
Ooh.
That's this story written.
Ooh. Do we hit him more? Or do we heal ourselves? Perhaps I will regret this. Perhaps not. I actually think the better thing to do here is to... yeah. Take damage off him. Because, I mean, in total we're going to deal 15 damage to him this turn. And he's just dealt even more to himself. Which I'm certainly not going to complain about. Ah, wait 1 second. Something's gone wrong here. Yes. Yeah, that. You know what? I totally didn't see that. That has almost destroyed my turn. But gosh darn it, he's on low health as well. It could be worse. That could be him. But I don't really have anything aside from Skeleton Champion.
Now for the final act.
It's almost as if he heard me. Decides to pop up now, this crucial of times, and by the way, that is such a good turn.
That's this story.
Wow, 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 wow. This could be it. This could be the victory. And I called it. I called the draw. You gotta feel a little good and a little bad for the opponent when you go. So he's managed to avoid the yeah, he's certainly managed to avoid the kill.
This will make a good story. I'll just change some details.
Something needs to change right now. So, what I gather from the games we've played so far today is that people with rush decks are tending to get the better of me. So, very tempted to stoop to that level of aggro. And actually, that's exactly what I'm going to do. So, guys, there you have it. This is the new deck. Yeah, it's as aggressive as I think it can be. You gain no health and no attack. The only health gain we have is one count drainer who steals health, and that's it. And there's 29 cards in the deck because the last one is another skeletal champion, which I'm actually going to craft for 60 materials. Our materials are up here, so we've got 200 at the moment. Not anymore, 140. Worth every penny. So he's in the deck, and now this is a completely new deck. So as it's been rehauled, we will call it Aggrozan. Yep, Aggrozan seems about right. It's probably been done before. That's probably the name of a deck. I think it is actually. Aggrozan 1.0. Yeah. Let's test it out. Aggrozan 1.0 can do a bit better than the Gold Game 1.3, which 3 losses on the bounce. Didn't even get one win. It's pretty disappointing. It's those kind of things that really make you want to change the whole deck. And at the start when I said, oh, I just wanted to show my win percentage, 71%. Yeah, that's gone. That's long gone. I don't even want to look at it now. Just want to pretend that it's 71 forever. So this is 19 silver. This is by far the highest that we've played against so far, I think. Oh man, I hope this works out.
Looks like I'm going first.
Okay, so straight away I'm seeing this into this. Probably get rid of these. It's an awful starting hand, to be honest. There's just no gold gain whatsoever. I'm probably going to discard a really good card here. But I think I was going to discard a good card no matter what I played there, so yeah, it's almost inevitable. So I think he's got the same start. I mean, that's the only Highwayman we had in this deck, so but hopefully he'll be scared. He's not going to be scared to play a weapon. You got to risk playing a weapon in the last chapter anyway. He gets a draw 2 there. I do like that card. I do like it. So both legends have 5 armor. Okay. But he gains an attack power off that. I do like that card. I think it's pretty good. Not only does it like combat armor gaining decks, but yeah, it gives you an attack power in the process. That's absolutely fantastic card. Okay, this is somewhat better. So we can go Desert Snake, Count Drainer, Skeleton Champion Snapshot.
That's this story written.
This is a somewhat aggro term. I think it could go really well. So yeah, we get to remove 5 health, which is significant. He's down to 15 with 5 armor now. Gets himself back up to 16, but he is going to take an 8 off this Dagonoth Sentinel. It's probably something he didn't want to do. Gets the 1 extra attack. It's going to be worth it. I'm going to get to deal 5 damage. He's down to 10. And it only gets worse for this guy. Because he's down to 3. And wow, this goblin flash mob. It's dealt that 1 damage, and all of a sudden 1 damage is looking a lot for this guy. Well, since I'm going first, I've won. Because I get to battle him straight away. And there ain't nothing he can do.
That's this story written.
Yeah. Aggrozan. Aggrozan. See, just a bit of adapting to the meta. That's all it took. Oh. Okay, so we've unlocked epic quests. And our epic quest is to win 10 games with Ariane or Ozan. Quite fortunate, isn't it, that we're playing an Ozan deck. So I'll collect my coins here. And I think that's all we're going to have time for today. So yeah, guys, not a very successful episode in terms of ranked. We learnt a lot. We learnt that we had to adapt, and adapt we have with the new Aggrozan deck, which is won its debut game. As you can see from the ranked form, yeah, that tells the story really of this episode. 3 losses on the bounce and a win, and I was hoping to get promoted from Bronze League today. Well, I guess not. There was other plans, but yeah, hopefully in the next episode we can get promoted from Bronze League. I'm so eager to do a pack opening as well, so yeah, if anybody out there feels like commenting that I should do a pack opening, I'd be more than happy to. But yeah, until the next episode. Bye bye.